Sean, welcome to Talca. Finally announced. How do you feel to be here?
Yeah, buzzing. Thanks, Darren. I'm delighted everything's sorted and kind of put pen to paper and looking forward to getting going now.
It's a big boost for the club. Obviously, you would have had lots of options. Why Talca for you?
I suppose I've been admiring what's been going on here. You know, speaking to lads who were here, nothing but good things to say about playing here, and you can kind of see the close connection between the supporters and the players and the staff. And obviously, when I met the manager and spoke to him about what his plans would be for me and how he thinks he can help me improve, and obviously Joey as well. I played with Joey, so I know how good he is, and they just kind of have belief in me that I can get better as a player, and if I can add something small to the group, and so be it, But it's just, I feel like this is the place for me. This is where I want to be.
What was it like, the manager, but kind of outlining that plan for you and his role for you?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, I've kind of spoke to him a few times and met him a few times, and he just really feels that he could make me a better player, and that's kind of good for me, because I'm looking to be part of what's going on here. Obviously, he was saying it's a really close-knit group, and you can really see that from the outside, and that's why it kind of was a big draw for me as well. It's just the momentum that's here, and I just wanted to be part of it, really.
As a defender, watching from afar, how defensively well organised and how good this team is, it must be something you're really excited to get going and stuck into now.
Yeah, 100%. You can see that the team's obviously brilliantly coached and very organised, and again, just from afar, it looks like a really enjoyable place to play football, and that's what, again, that was a draw for me, just hearing so many good things about from players who are playing here, and that was really it for me.
It must be nice as well to hear a manager talk about improving you and developing you, because I think once you get to a certain age, people nearly think that you can't go any further. Obviously, he thinks very differently, and I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm of the opinion that you can never stop kind of learning things about the game, and I'm not really just satisfied at the moment. I want to keep going, I want to keep pushing, and keep wanting to get better, and he really feels that I can do that here, and that, again, that's, I think, a big factor for me.
That kind of motivation is why you have 10 league medals in your pocket.
Yeah, mental. That kind of just being part of groups like that and wanting to stay part of groups like that. It's a big drive for me, and I see a lot of similarities here of, again, that kind of close-knit group of what I've been part of previously at other clubs, and I think that's the environment I like to be in, and that's probably, again, another draw for me.
The manager obviously was at Rovers when Stephen Bradley would have started his journey, and what he built there, with you being part of that. Do you see a bit of crossover in the way in which Shels are trying to build now?
Yeah, obviously the groundwork's been going on here for a few years. You can really see how the squad's developing, how lads are improving, how good the team is, really. The second half of the season, you only have to look at the form of Shels. It's right up there. It's really, really good squad, really good team. A lot of young players. See young players really standing out last season. So there's a lot of similarities of what's going on here and what our groups I've been part of before. And as I said, that's the type of environment that I think I kind of love to be part of. And obviously, yeah, as you say, the squad's building together. Obviously, players do come and go throughout League of Ireland. But I think the kind of attitude of the squad and principles of the group are really good here, and I'm just hoping to buy into that. In
your dealings so far with the manager, how did he put across his ambition or his vision for this football club?
Yeah, he has obviously massive ambition. He obviously is a really good football man, and he wants the club and the team to go right to the very top, and that kind of ambition and that drive from him kind of feeds off on people, and again, that's the feeling that I took away from it, was that he's so ambitious for where he believes this club should be, and where the club's going to go. And you only have to look at the year coming up for Shels now, obviously the 100-year anniversary, and then the European football. That's a lot to look forward to, and the manager's ambitious about what he wants to do this year, where he wants to go with this team, and I'm just hoping to play some small part in that.
Probably written in the stars that you'd play for Shels at some stage in your career from the Shels side of Ringsend.
That's it. Good Ringsend, man. That's obviously, listen, I know how big the club is, I know how much it's loved. You only have to walk around Ringsend. You see the rivalry in Ringsend, even between Shels and Rovers. You can see it every day. So for me to be playing as a Ringsend man, representing Ringsend club, it's great for me. It's great for my family, you know.
It's obviously, you get to the end of the season, it can be a tough situation for players when they have to figure out what the next move is. It's probably even tougher when you have a few different options because you have to weigh up a lot. Was there a lot of soul searching before you decided to join Shels, or was it an easy decision?
No, listen, I think it's an easy decision. As I said, I've been admiring what's been going on here. I've been admiring the momentum at the club, and one of the big things for me is how close the supporters are to the team and the staff. Like, everybody's there's just one big group, and I think you can anybody can see that when they watch Shels play. There is that connection between the club, the fans, everyone's together. So for me, that was another big draw. Just coming in, you can really feel the buzz around the place. I'm only here a few days. You can really feel, the buzz of where the club is at the moment. So that was definitely a decision for me to be coming here. I just want to be part of that. That's why I was eager to get it done, eager to get everything sorted and sign the dotted line, and now look forward to the football.
You've seen some amazing places throughout your years, your European travels with different clubs. That must have been a massive pull after that cup final, Shels finishing fourth and then getting Europe.
Yeah, it's an amazing time. It really is. It's an amazing time this season. Supporters, probably it's the only time you'd be happy to go on a holiday to some place you'd never go before.
Macedonia loyal. Go anywhere.
That's it. Anywhere. Yeah. So I've been fortunate to be playing in some brilliant European games, and I know how special they are for clubs and for players and supporters. So I'm delighted for Shels to be part of that. It's what they deserve, It's had an unbelievable season. So to be having European football is a bonus, but we'll have our ambition in the league as well. League and cup are where we'll have ambitions as well, not only Europe.
Are you already picturing walking out in front of Talca Park as a Shels player for the first time?
Yeah, definitely. I've played here a few times. It's an amazing place to play. Brilliant atmosphere. Probably taking a fair bit of stick on the far side, but I'm looking forward to being in the red.
Well, you're very welcome. We're delighted to have you, and we hope you have a brilliant time this season.
Cheers, Darren. Thanks a million.